All right, hi, Tony Bartel, president of GameStop. We're here at the GameStop Expo. It's fantastic.
So let's talk about how this expo has evolved over the years, especially since you opened it up to the public.
Absolutely. What we see is, all of our managers, we knew that they love the expo. And so we said, hey, this is just too good. We just can't keep this to ourselves. So we opened it up to a broader customer base. And now we have thousands of people coming in from all over the nation. Last year we had people from 49 states, literally all over the world, coming in to see this. So it's a great place. It's kind of has that E3 feel to it. But the good news is you don't have to wait in these really long lines. You can just walk up to these games, talk to the developers, and play the games.
And this is also a way for you guys to reward your PowerUp Reward consumers in a way.
Absolutely. I mean, what we're constantly trying to do is to give our PowerUp Rewards players a unique experience. And we do that in several ways. This is just yet another benefit for them to be able to come here and enjoy the great benefits of gaming.
Can you give us an idea of how you've seen the attendance grow? I mean, because in addition to the public, you guys also have something like 5,000 managers that come during this week.
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, the 5,000 managers, they were here last night, and I'll tell you what, you just don't want to be standing in front of it when the doors open, because you want to get off to the side, because it's a throng of people that are passionate about gaming, that they literally just walk for 4.5 hours. They just walk from place to place to place, talking with the developers, playing gameplay, some of the gameplay that hasn't even been released to the public yet. So they have this is the best informed group of people in the entire video game industry. And then now the customers get a very similar experience, and so it just continues to evolve and grow.
What role does this show play for then consumers down the road that are going to actually go and buy these games?
Well, I think the people that come here are the people who are the influencers. These are the people who will go back to their states, go back to their homes and say, man, it was so cool, I got to play this. I got to talk to the developer of this. I got intimate time with not only the game, but the people who made the game. I got to talk to some GameStop people who are these passionate people about gaming. So they're going to go home and they're basically evangelists, gaming evangelists for what they see here.
When it comes to the video game industry, we just had a huge $500 million launch for Destiny.
Yes.
What do you feel that says about the power of an original IP in a game industry that's very much full of sequels?
I think what it says is that innovation is here. And not only do we have innovation with the new consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One, which, by the way, just to show the power of innovation, 70% higher this cycle than last launch. So people were desperate for innovation, and we finally have brought the innovation. We saw it in hardware, now we're beginning to see it in software as well. So you had Titanfall, you had Watch Dogs, now you have Destiny. Every single one just keeps setting records as we go out in terms of pre-orders and in terms of sell-through.
One of the next big exclusives on next gen will be Assassin's Creed Unity. How have you seen that franchise evolve with pre-orders?
Oh, it's been great. And yesterday, when we were able to see it and people were able to play it, I mean, first of all, the historical, just the beauty of seeing France and seeing Paris is fantastic, and then the historical nature. So they brought it back home, and it is just breathtakingly beautiful, and it's a lot of fun as well. So what's more important to me is I talk to our managers who know these games, know their customers so well. I talked to them last night. A lot of people said that was one of their favorite games they played, so they're very excited. Rogue is good as well. I mean, Unity's fantastic. Rogue is very good as well.
And with Rogue, it's only available on PS3 and Xbox 360. What does that say about the life expectancy and potential still left for the current gen systems?
Yeah, well, what I think it says is there's still innovation on both the new consoles and the current gen consoles that we have. So Rogue is a game that was developed. It's not a port. It was a game developed specifically for PS3 and Xbox 360. Then on Unity, I mean, it just is so sophisticated and so powerful, it could only play on the new console. So I think it's really neat. What it says is there is still a lot of innovation on both of the consoles, both of the generations of consoles.
When it comes to the video game industry, traditionally the holiday season has been, when all the big guns come out. But over the last few years, we've started to see bigger games come out. Q1, Q2, we just saw the announcement, Batman's coming out in June. How have you seen things evolve when it comes to time slots of releases of games?
Well, I think, like you go down today, there's 23 great games launching between now, starting with Destiny and going through December. So what it really comes down to, when you have that many launching in that short of a time, it's an affordability issue for our customers. I mean, they want to play all these great games. Now, we make it affordable with the PowerUp Rewards credit card that we just launched today, our trade credits that you can only get at GameStop. So we drive that affordability in the industry. So we think that it's good to spread some of these games out, like Evolve. It's going to be launching, in a great time slot, and we'll still be selling it in holiday of 2015. So we like to see some of the games being moved into other areas of the year because it allows that innovation to really take place all throughout the year, not just during this compressed time frame.
How have you seen the publishers kind of accept different time slots? I know in the past some of the time slots have come from slippage of game releases, but it also seems like more and more are starting to actually choose time slots outside of Q4.
Sure. Well, I think what you're seeing with Titanfall, Watch Dogs, Destiny, these new IPs that didn't launch really in the conventional holiday time frame, is they've been tremendous successes. And so innovation does well no matter when you launch it. And I think that's the key, is the more innovative these games have become. The advent of DLC has been fantastic because as you have these map packs that release throughout the year, you see a game that has a lot of legs. Even if people have traded it in, they come back in and they buy the game along with the DLC. So it's just a fantastic process of prolonging that curve.